I'm Victor Agreda Jr., Editor-in-Chief of the Unofficial Apple Weblog, and we're here at WWDC 2011 with MacTech Magazine and TUAW, talking to developers through the conference about Keynote and some of their products. So I'm joined by Oliver Breidenbach with WWWDC software, which those of you who have seen TUAW at Macworld know that we actually use WWWDC TV for our switching, and it's a wonderful product. So Oliver, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So first let's talk about the keynote yesterday. iOS 5, iCloud, Lion. It seems like there's something there, each one of those things for you guys.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were actually most excited about the announcement that we will have in-app purchase for the macOS and the Mac App Store now. That allows us to reduce the number of our shipping products and make it easier for customers to make a decision on what to buy, which is what we really want.
Oh, absolutely.
Make it easy for them to get our stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, would you do something like with WWWDC TV, where someone would buy the basic program and then add features as they need them?
Yes, absolutely. That is exactly the plan, and that was the plan before Apple announced the App Store. And then we had to change the plan a little bit for a while, and then we can come back to that plan as soon as the new features are available on the App Store.
Well, what about with iCloud? It seems like there's some potential there for you guys. Well, I use You Gotta See This. And so it seems like it would be cool if when I'm taking a picture that I could immediately push that up. Will you guys be able to tap into that?
I don't think you need iCloud for that. So we already built in Twitter, we already built in Facebook, we, you can email your images. So we haven't really completed our analysis of what we could do with the iCloud yet. There's certainly potential there, and I hope that Apple is actually going to expand the offerings of iCloud in the future so that it becomes even more interesting for us.
Yeah, it's interesting because there are a lot of apps, especially photo apps, that have Twitter integration already built in. But the OS level integration, do you see that as neutral? Or is it something that you may just a tweak?
We wish we had that when we set out to implement our own. So I don't know. It's kind of a puzzle to me why they did that, because everybody who uses or wants to do that probably has their own implementation already, and it's not really that hard. I mean, it's so the only real benefit is that you can set up one account that is system-wide used in all the apps, and you don't have to actually sign into Twitter with each time you use a different app. But how do they solve things like multiple accounts? That's totally unclear yet. So we need to find out what's happening there.
Apple's always had some problems with multiple accounts. It would be great if the iPad supported multiple logins.
Absolutely,
and all that.
absolutely. Yeah, that's the feature I'm missing most from the iOS 5. I really hope that they would allow us to just run multiple accounts, which would be very handy the way we start using the devices, right? There's going to be one in the kitchen, one in the living room. And it's going to be shared by 3 or 4 people. So.
Yeah. Well, I know when I hand my kids my iPad, I'm like, here, you should just play with these games.
Yes. And don't read my email.
That's right.
And stay away from my Twitter account.
Yes, absolutely. My daughter will make notes. But of course, now there is also, on Twitter's side, they're making some changes in terms of authorization. And it seems like they are more interested now in working with high-level partners like Apple, as opposed to just letting everybody, like they have been.
I don't know about that.
Yeah? All right. Well, they're making some changes, and it seems like they want to make, for third-party developers, a little bit more, I don't want to say difficult, but a different angle for signing in, and it's a little bit more complicated because in the future, from what I understand, is that you'll have to go into mobile Safari and sign in and authorize that way, and that will be the only way that you'll be able to push something to Twitter. as opposed to the, I forget if it's XAuth or I think it's XAuth, right? That allows you to just sign in and then it says, okay, that's good now.
So if that is the case, then it's probably a good thing that Apple is offering something that keeps away the pain from the developers. Yes,
right.
But,
and that seems like an advantage probably with iOS versus say Android, right? That you would have, and if Twitter makes that, and then Android, but I can't believe that Google wouldn't say, let's work with you as well. But you never know.
It's their thing too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what's on the horizon for you guys?
Always working on the latest stuff. There's lots of things that Apple announces this week that we have to look into, and they're certainly not making it easier to stay on the App Store. So there's some work there that needs to be done. And of course, we have lots of ideas. I think the potential of the devices is nowhere near maxed out yet. So we have some ideas. We just announced, we are just going to announce tomorrow, actually a little tool called Lip Orientator for Boinx TV that allows you to use the iPhone or iPad 2 to actually control a 3D layer on the screen. So you can do screencasts of that, grace game with the actual motion in real time. So you don't have to go to post-production to animate that. So you can just do it in real time.
That's very cool. Yeah. I could see people doing demos and tutorials and reviews and things like that. That's very cool.
And any app that uses the gyroscope or the accelerometer or any other device sensor data actually can now transmit that data to Boinx TV and use that for visualization.
Very cool. Very cool. Oliver?
Yes.
Always a pleasure. Thank you very much. And I'm Victor with the Unofficial Apple Weblog, here with MacTech Magazine at WWDC 2011, doing some interviews. Thanks for watching.